Caleb from Beartooth.
That is me.
Fitness, health, everything is a big part of who you are. A lot of people don't think about what touring is like and how long you're away from your family, and how small a tour bus is.
Yeah, it can be intense.
How do you maintain good mental health when you're touring?
It's definitely evolved over the years. Now been touring, I'm in my 16th year of touring now. Started when I was 15, and back then, when we were touring, it was 7, 8 of us in a van in like a 15 passenger with a trailer, and we'd never stopped touring. My dad tells me later, he's like, you were gone 46 weeks out of the first year. It evolves from you being a kid, you're all in a 15 passenger van lighting fireworks on the highway, to now we're playing pretty serious venues, and we want to put on a show that's gonna really make a statement about how hard we work at what we do, and really just for the love of it. To maintain that takes a lot, and we've learned it over the years. So these days we've slowly been learning where to invest and how much that really pays out at the end of the day. So having a nice bus that drives well, something as simple as like sleeping between shows is crucial. Sleep is how you recover, and I'm doing a lot of exercise. The show is very physically taxing for all of us, and we want to be sharp every single day. So we travel with 2 buses on this tour, but we as a band, just the 5 of us, we all have our own bus. That really is like our sanctuary. We aren't partying, we aren't doing anything. I mean, we did for a long time, and we had a blast, but these days we operate a lot different. All those things to say, you just got to take care of yourself and like understand that you get back what you put in. And if you're skimping on things like the quality of your bus, the quality of your hotels, if you're doing too many shows in a row without a day off, it starts to add up. Like we could do it endlessly when we were kids, but I'm 31 now. I gotta.
Ancient.
I'm shot. I'm out. But I'm holding on for dear life.
You've already had one workout today.
Yes.
And you've got a second one later. What's that look like?
This morning, we had we call gym wars, which is whenever we have like days off at the hotel, we always try to take advantage of that and go to the gym. We just went straight into some of the basics for me. So we did 5 rounds. We did 5 minutes of planking, and then straight into 10 push-ups, like a little breather, like 30 seconds off, minute, 10 push-ups. But typically I do pull-ups and chin-ups, and then 15 minutes of stretching, just doing legs, all focused on legs. The day before was a lot more, I kind of had a pull day, so I was doing way more, really like weighted pull-ups, weighted chin-ups, and stretching out, a lot of upper body. But I always try to keep stretching involved, because that's something I didn't do for a long time, and it really messed me up. So you'll see tonight with our show, and this is how I've always been. I just am really jumping around constantly. It's kind of like I'm doing jump rope or something, and I never stretched, ever, for the entire 15 years I've been doing this. Until COVID happens, we take all that time off. Health-wise, I'm a complete mess. And then we go back on our first tour, and I just get right back into it after, a couple of years of doing nothing. And I could barely walk the next day. My ankles were just a complete mess. I mean, I would try and touch my toes. Like my mobility, I would probably get my hands to near my knees, and that's all I had. But, now, thankfully, I've realized how important it is to have longevity, and I think mobility is crucial. And I found that it really helps me get stronger because I'm not as sore. My mentality with working out, especially on a show day, is I would rather be able to show up and do it again tomorrow than not. Like I really try not to kill myself in the gym. I keep it pretty minimal, pretty simple. And I just have like basic checkpoints that as long as I'm doing this every day, then we're good. And that for me, I think it's learning that discipline that's been more important than anything. And that's when I've started to see real progress.
So what's the, you said you have a second workout that's like your pre-show, your warm-up. Is that mostly the stretching, or is there like...
So it's honestly almost the same thing. So like each day, as of right now, I'm trying to do, just like as a base thing, a total of 10 minutes of planking each day and a total of 100 push-ups, which is just kind of like, I at least need to do that during the day. And then if there's, somewhere to do pull-ups, if there's somewhere to do dips, if there's somewhere to do some other basic exercises, I'll do that. But yeah, the warm-up before the show is a lot more stretching. Stretching, getting the blood flowing, which is like the planking and the push-ups, and then just kind of like jumping around, and then I'll do a few songs of the show. After the whole time, I'm also doing a lot of breathing exercises. Start an hour beforehand, and I start with planking and push-ups, as I always do. That's just kind of like my two base things that I gotta do. And then warming up, breathing, stretching, and then I'll sing. I've been doing about 5. I'll sing like the first 5 songs of the show, just to make sure my voice is ready to go. And then go into the dressing room and hang out with everybody, and we blast music, and we just get pumped and go out there and do what we can.
Nice, nice. How many outfit changes do you have?
In this show, I have...
Taking your shirt off only counts once.
That only counts once? Okay, I do it 3 times. There's 3 shirtless looks in the show. So we got shirtless with sunglasses, shirtless without sunglasses.
Okay.
We have my black Prada jacket. We have my green Prada jacket. We have my suit jacket that I wore in the I Was Alive music video. And there's a pink sweater that I wore in a photo shoot. So yeah, that many.
I also didn't count.
Oh, and I have like a kind of like a fishnet shirt that I wore in our video for Doubt Me that I wear for that song as well. I think it adds something. I'm very much starting to understand the like empowerment of how you look and how you feel, and like taking that into your everyday life. I guess with this show, I'm really trying to show how empowering it is to just like be in control of every aspect of your life. And it's just fun. I mean, like, I don't know, having like a little wardrobe case by the stage, and I run off, and our production assistant Eric is always there, and he's helping me change, and we got this whole routine down, and I don't know, it definitely makes it more of an event for me. You know what I mean?
I'm curious. You're talking about your workouts. There's lots of planks, lots of push-ups, pull-ups, everything, very upper body. There's no cardio in any of that.
Well, the show is the cardio.
Got it.
I honestly do that purposefully on this tour. I'm a big runner when I'm at home. That's like, I absolutely love running. But I've found that I can overdo it. When I'm out here, my legs are getting plenty on that stage, and my cardio is very significant up there. So I try to like stay away from doing cardio actually.
Before we walked in here, you said to your PA, you need another Whole Foods order.
Yes.
I don't know, like what's in the rider? What's the essentials that like you guys have to have in the green room?
Must for me, I honestly eat the same things almost every single day. I feel so much better as a whole, mentally, physically, everything, when I'm just eating like a whole food. A banana and not a piece of banana bread. Quite literally, what we're gonna get from Whole Foods is kefir. I'm gonna get some sort of probiotic, like fermented vegetables. Specifically, if there's beet sauerkraut, that's like the one. Always eggs. I'll eat. Whenever there's any sort of beef around, that's like, a grass-fed, like, happy cow, that I will absolutely eat as much as I can. Just like a chocolate collagen that I'll mix in with Greek yogurt, which really helps me get my protein in. Multivitamin, creatine, pretty standard stuff.
You say pretty normal stuff, but I've been in a decent number of green rooms,
right.
And I don't think that's on any of the lists.
No, yeah, okay. It's just not really eating much processed stuff.
Yeah, I could ask a million more questions, but you have sound check soon, so
yeah.
Appreciate your time. That was
of
awesome.
Course. Thank you.
I was sick. I hope people get to check out the Beartooth tour this time around, every other time, and learn some healthy habits.
Absolutely.